I think we need to look at the foundation, the rights that we have, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. We came into this pandemic beginning of the year with a remarkable economy, the best we've ever seen, and yet because of life, the threat of 2.2 million people possibly dying, we were able to shut it down. And that took a lot of faith. That actually took a lot of courage to do so. The key to it is what happened in the process is we pulled together warp speed, where we brought businesses and government together to truly get things done we've never done before. Within 9 months, come together with a vaccine, which normally takes decades or years. And so that was the first part. The second part, of course, was making sure that the liberty of the power was pushed down as far as we could to those who can really take care of it, the governors. And basically, based on which state, some governors handle it a little bit better than others. The thing we have right now, though, is the pursuit of happiness is allowing us now to come back, allowing the business owners to have a say in how we open up our society again. So we make sure that we're getting people back in business and back in school, and those things that really make our country what it is, to continue to dream and hope. And of course, we need to get that done. And that's what's happening now. That's what our president is pushing toward. So I think basically we're down to 1.4% in terms of unemployment, which says a whole lot about our society and our culture here. And I think we're going to do really well in terms of allowing the rest of the country to see how well Utah works in getting our country back in shape.
Mr. Owens, just a quick follow-up. Congressman McAdams talked about the failures of Washington. Do you think the president did enough?
I think what it comes down to is bipartisanship. And we have to make sure we're working together. Right now, we're looking at targeting help for folks who really need it, and not for states, not for blue states that want to get bailed out, but because of the way they have dealt things in the past, they don't deserve that right now. So I think the key is coming together, putting the focus on we the people, those who really do need the help in a targeted way, and we get that done, and we all look at the same end game in a positive way. I think we'll do okay with that.
Okay, about a 30-minute rebuttal. He talked about red states versus blue states. Congressman, do you support that?
Yeah, well, thank you. I think, first of all, I want to acknowledge that there are a lot of people who are still struggling, and there's a lot of hardship. Unemployment is unacceptably high in Utah. And even for those who are working, they're underemployed. I talked about Dave, who runs Pat's Barbecue, and they're able to open today, but they're nowhere near the profitability that they were just 1 year ago. And so Utah businesses are still struggling. Utah families are still struggling, and that worries me. And I want to make sure that we're doing everything we can to support them. I do want to commend Governor Herbert and his leadership. He has, in my view, admirably so, not made this about partisanship, not about Republicans and Democrats, but about doing the right thing to help to support people here in Utah. And I think we could look back and say there are things that we would have done differently. But in Utah, we come together. We try to solve our problems, and we don't try to make them partisan. And there's still people who are struggling, and there's still more work to do to support them.